You think you're doing everything right. You've cut back on red meat, added more vegetables to your plate, and even started walking more. But every time your doctor checks your numbers, your cholesterol is still too high. Sound familiar? This exact scenario happened to a man named Richard. He's 67 years old, retired, and never imagined he'd be battling rising cholesterol after doing what seemed like all the right things. He didn't smoke, he rarely drank, and he even took up gardening. But each test result was more discouraging than the last. One day his neighbour, a 72-year-old former nurse, leaned over the fence and asked, "Have you ever tried okra water?" Richard laughed at first. "You mean that slimy vegetable?" She nodded, smiling. "That slime can help sweep the cholesterol out of your body. Don't underestimate it." At first he was sceptical, but after years of rising cholesterol and borderline blood pressure, Richard gave it a try. What he didn't expect was that okra was just the beginning. Today's video is about 3 humble, often overlooked foods that may sound strange, even a little slimy, but they contain a powerful kind of fibre that can bind with cholesterol in your body and escort it out. They're not exotic, they're not expensive, and most importantly, they work with your body, not against it. They contain something I call the slime factor, a natural slippery gel that traps excess cholesterol in your digestive system and helps remove it gently and naturally. If you're over 60, dealing with high cholesterol or hoping to avoid medications, these foods may be exactly what your body needs. In this video, you'll learn what these 3 slimy foods are, how they work, how to use them correctly, and what mistakes to avoid so you don't cancel out their benefits. Stick with me until the end because the final story might completely change the way you look at breakfast. Now let's explore the simple science behind this unexpected cholesterol solution. Let's talk about how these 3 foods, okra, chia seeds and eggplant, actually help reduce cholesterol inside your body. To understand it clearly, you need to know about a special type of fibre called soluble fibre. Unlike regular fibre that just adds bulk to your stool, soluble fibre dissolves in water and forms a thick, gel-like substance in your intestines. This gel is incredibly important because it acts like a sponge. It binds to cholesterol particles, especially the harmful LDL kind, and helps carry them out of your body through your digestive system before they can enter your bloodstream. That's why we call it the slime factor. Each of the 3 foods in this video contains soluble fibre with strong slime-forming ability. Let's look at them one by one. 1. Okra, the cholesterol sponge. When you slice fresh okra or soak it in water, you'll see a thick, clear slime. That's mucilage, a plant-based gel full of soluble fibre. When consumed, this mucilage traps cholesterol in the small intestine and prevents your body from absorbing too much. Studies show that regularly eating okra can help reduce total cholesterol and LDL cholesterol levels. It also supports blood sugar control and reduces oxidative stress, both of which are important for heart health. 2. Chia seeds, nature's tiny powerhouses. When chia seeds are soaked in water or milk, they swell and develop a jelly-like coating. This coating is made from soluble fibre. Just 1 tablespoon of chia seeds contains nearly 5 grams of fibre, most of it soluble. This slippery gel not only slows digestion but also traps cholesterol, stabilizes blood sugar, and keeps you feeling full longer. In seniors, this can help with appetite control, steady energy levels, and reducing the need for cholesterol-lowering medications. 3. Eggplant. The secret slime in the skin eggplant, especially when roasted or baked, releases a soft, slimy pulp. This mucilage, again, is rich in soluble fibre. But there's more. Eggplant also contains antioxidants like niacin, which help protect your blood vessels from damage. Combined with the slime factor, eggplant becomes a powerful anti-cholesterol ally. And the best part, all 3 of these foods are low in calories, easy to prepare, and can be included in your meals in multiple ways: soups, smoothies, dips, and even salads. But here's the catch. They only work if you eat them the right way and avoid some common mistakes. In the next section, we'll dive into the exact how-to guide: when to eat them, how often, what to combine them with, and what habits to avoid that could quietly cancel out their benefits. Ready to learn how to make these foods work for you? Let's go. Now that you know why these 3 foods, okra, chia seeds and eggplant are so powerful, let's talk about how to actually use them in your daily life. You don't need to follow complicated diets or give up your favorite meals. Instead, just make small, smart changes that add up over time. Let's go through each food one by one, then we'll show you how to combine them into a simple weekly plan. 1. How to eat okra, the morning soak or comforting soup option. A. Morning okra water, easy and fast. Slice 4 to 5 fresh okra pods into small pieces. Place them in a glass of room temperature water. Let them soak overnight, 6–8 hours. In the morning, remove the okra pieces and drink the water on an empty stomach. This helps line your gut, trap cholesterol and calm your digestion before your first meal. Option B, okra soup or stew, comfort meal. Add chopped okra to a homemade vegetable soup, lentil stew or chicken broth. Simmer gently to release the slime. Avoid overcooking. Soft but still slightly firm is best. Try to enjoy okra at least 3 to 4 times per week for noticeable results. 2. How to use chia seeds. Soak and sprinkle daily method, chia pudding. Mix 2 tablespoons of chia seeds with 1 cup of water, almond milk or oat milk. Let sit for 20–30 minutes or soak overnight. Add a few berries, cinnamon or a touch of vanilla extract. This makes a cholesterol-lowering breakfast or mid-morning snack that keeps you full and energized. Other options: stir chia seeds into oatmeal after cooking. Blend into smoothies. Sprinkle over yogurt or soups. Aim to eat chia seeds daily or at least 5 times per week for heart and digestive support. 3. How to eat eggplant. Roast it or dip it. Roasted eggplant. Cut into thick slices, brush with olive oil and roast in the oven at 375 degrees Fahrenheit for 20–30 minutes until soft. Season lightly with herbs like oregano or paprika. Baba ganoush. Dip. Roast or grill eggplant until soft. Scoop out the pulp and blend with lemon juice, garlic, a tablespoon of tahini and a pinch of salt. Serve with cucumber sticks or whole grain crackers. Eggplant is a perfect side dish for lunch or dinner and can be eaten 2 to 3 times per week. Weekly cholesterol-lowering meal plan. Here's a simple way to build these foods into your weekly routine. Day breakfast. Lunch dinner Monday. Chia pudding with berries. Lentil soup with okra. Grilled salmon with roasted eggplant. Tuesday oatmeal with chia seeds. Turkey wrap plus cucumber. Eggplant dip with whole grain toast. Wednesday, okra water plus toast. Quinoa salad. Stir-fried tofu with okra. Thursday, chia smoothie. Roasted vegetables plus eggplant chicken soup with okra. Friday, yogurt with chia veggie wrap with hummus. Eggplant curry. Saturday, chia oats, baba ganoush and veggie platter. Baked fish with steamed okra. Sunday, okra water plus fruit leftovers. Stir-fried eggplant and brown rice. What to avoid while eating these foods? To get the best cholesterol-lowering benefits, avoid combining these foods with processed dairy, cheese slices, flavored yogurt, creamers. Refined sugar, skip the sugary cereals and pastries. Too much vinegar, acid can reduce the effectiveness of soluble fiber. Instead, combine them with healthy fats, olive oil, nuts, seeds, fresh herbs and spices, garlic, turmeric, parsley, lean proteins, chicken, beans, fish. It can be frustrating. You add okra, chia seeds and eggplant to your meals because you've heard they help lower cholesterol. You expect to feel better, maybe see your lab numbers improve. But weeks go by and nothing changes. What went wrong? The truth is, many people unknowingly cancel out the benefits of these cholesterol-lowering foods through simple, avoidable mistakes. Let's break them down and show you exactly how to avoid each one. Mistake 1. Cooking okra the wrong way. Okra is powerful because of its soluble fiber and its slimy gel-like texture known as mucilage. But that healing slime can be destroyed by high heat or improper preparation. Common errors: frying okra in oil, boiling for too long, peeling or over-processing. Fix it: lightly steam or simmer okra for no more than 10 minutes. Avoid deep frying. Use fresh okra when possible and cook it whole or sliced gently. Bonus tip: soaking okra in water overnight and drinking the water, okra water, helps you preserve the mucilage fully and is extremely gentle on digestion. Mistake 2. Eating chia seeds. Dry chia seeds are hard to digest and can even cause bloating. When not soaked, the fiber doesn't get fully activated and can irritate your gut. Common errors: sprinkling dry chia on toast or cereal, swallowing without soaking, not drinking enough water afterwards. Fix it. Soak chia seeds in water or plant milk for at least 30 minutes before eating. For smoothies, soak first or allow the seeds to swell during blending. If adding to baked goods, soak them into a gel beforehand. Mistake 3. Using too much oil with eggplant. Eggplant acts like a sponge. If you pan-fry it or roast it in excess oil, it absorbs a lot of fat, and often the wrong kind. Common errors: frying eggplant slices in vegetable oil, adding cheese, breadcrumbs or heavy sauces, roasting without draining excess oil. Fix it. Use a brush to lightly coat slices with olive oil before roasting. Bake or grill instead of frying. Pair it with heart-healthy ingredients like garlic, lemon, tahini or herbs. Mistake 4. Adding cholesterol-boosting ingredients. You're eating the right foods, but adding the wrong extras. The biggest enemies of cholesterol-lowering foods are refined sugar, processed dairy, excessive sodium. Examples: adding cheese to roasted eggplant, using flavoured yogurt with chia pudding, mixing okra soup with salty meat or bouillon cubes. Fix it. Choose plain Greek yogurt, not sugary versions. Cook with herbs instead of salt or bouillon. Avoid processed cheese or butter in eggplant dishes. Mistake 5. Inconsistency. Many people eat these foods once a week and expect miracles. But your body needs regular, consistent intake to lower cholesterol naturally. Fix it. Eat at least 2 of the 3 foods daily. Combine them with other heart-healthy habits: fibre, exercise, less sugar. Track your meals for 1 week to stay consistent. Mistake 6. Not giving it enough time. Soluble fibre doesn't act overnight. While some people feel lighter or less bloated within days, cholesterol levels typically take 4 to 8 weeks of daily intake to improve measurably. In summary, even the best foods can be rendered ineffective by small mistakes. But the good news is these errors are easy to fix. Gentle cooking, proper preparation, smart combinations, and consistency are the keys. In the next section, we'll bring it all together and share a powerful real-life story of someone who reversed high cholesterol by using these 3 foods the right way. Let me tell you about a man named Walter Green, a 68-year-old retired teacher from Ohio. Walter had always considered himself pretty healthy. He didn't smoke, rarely drank, and tried to go for a walk every morning. But at a routine checkup, his doctor gave him a reality check. His LDL cholesterol was 172 and his triglycerides were climbing. His doctor recommended starting medication, but Walter hesitated. "I've always believed in food first," he told me. "If I could bring those numbers down naturally, I wanted to try." Walter started doing his own research, reading about soluble fibre, plant-based foods, and especially foods with the slime factor that trap cholesterol in the gut and escort it out through the digestive tract. That's how he came across okra, chia seeds and eggplant. For the next 6 weeks, Walter committed to eating at least 2 of the 3 foods every single day. But not just any way. He followed these key rules. 1. Okra in morning water. Every night, Walter sliced 3-4 fresh okra pods and soaked them in a glass of water. In the morning, he drank the water on an empty stomach. "It was a little slimy," he laughed, "but it didn't taste bad, and I started looking forward to it." Twice a week, he also made a light okra stew with tomatoes, onions and garlic. No frying, no meat. 2. Chia seed pudding. Midday. For his midday snack, Walter swapped cookies for a small chia pudding. 3 tablespoons of chia seeds, 1 cup of unsweetened almond milk, a handful of blueberries, a sprinkle of cinnamon. He let it soak overnight in the fridge and said it became his favourite snack. "It kept me full, no crashes, no reaching for sweets." 3. Roasted eggplant in the evening. Walter had never cooked eggplant before, but he learned fast. He sliced it, brushed with olive oil and lemon juice, sprinkled cumin and oregano, and roasted it in the oven. He served it with brown rice or in a homemade baba ganoush dip with tahini. "I liked it more than I expected," he said. "It felt rich and filling, but didn't weigh me down." Other simple changes he made. Stopped using processed creamer in his coffee, walked 30 minutes daily. Cut back on sugary desserts, tracked his meals in a notebook, checked labels for fibre and sodium. What happened after 6 weeks? At his follow-up appointment, Walter's doctor was stunned. His LDL cholesterol dropped from 172 to 131. His triglycerides decreased by 40 points. He lost 5 pounds without trying, and his blood pressure had also improved. Even better, Walter said, "I didn't feel like I was dieting. My energy came back. No more bloating. I wake up actually feeling good." This story isn't unique. These results are achievable. Walter didn't do anything extreme. He didn't spend hundreds on supplements or join a fancy program. He just used food, real simple food, the right way. In the final section, we'll show you exactly how to do the same with a 7-day sample plan that makes it easy to include okra, chia seeds, and eggplant into your life, without stress, without confusion. If you're ready to start using food as your daily cholesterol sweeper, here's a simple 7-day plan designed specifically for seniors. It includes okra, chia seeds and eggplant in practical, easy-to-prepare meals. No complicated recipes, no extreme diets. Just small, smart shifts that add up over time. Day 1, gentle start. Morning okra water and chia pudding. Morning, soak 3-4 okra pods in a glass of water overnight. Drink it first thing after waking. Breakfast, warm oatmeal with cinnamon and sliced banana. Snack, chia pudding made with almond milk and topped with blueberries. Lunch, grilled chicken salad with olive oil and lemon dressing. Dinner, steamed veggies and quinoa. Roasted eggplant slices with garlic and oregano on the side. Why this works? Okra begins working first thing in your gut. Chia and eggplant add fiber and antioxidants later in the day. Day 2, fiber boosting Tuesday morning, okra water again. Breakfast, Greek yogurt with chia seeds and raspberries. Snack, apple slices with almond butter. Lunch, lentil soup and whole grain toast. Dinner, baked eggplant with tahini dressing. Side of brown rice and steamed broccoli. Tip, make extra eggplant so you can use leftovers for lunch the next day. Day 3, midweek metabolism. Reset, morning, okra water with a dash of lemon juice. Breakfast, scrambled eggs with spinach and whole wheat toast. Snack, chia seed drink, chia soaked in lemon water for 20 minutes. Lunch, eggplant stir-fry with tofu, bell peppers and light soy sauce. Dinner, grilled fish with mashed sweet potatoes and a side salad. Tip, chia drink hydrates and adds satiety with very few calories. Day 4, Heart Health Thursday, morning, okra water. Breakfast, chia oats soaked overnight in plant-based milk with cinnamon and strawberries. Snack, a handful of walnuts and green tea. Lunch, chickpea salad with roasted eggplant cubes and olive oil. Dinner, turkey or lentil meatballs with whole wheat pasta and light tomato sauce. Why this works? Omega-3s from chia and fiber from eggplant work together to lower inflammation. Day 5, Slime Factor Friday morning, okra water. Breakfast, green smoothie with spinach, chia seeds, banana and unsweetened almond milk. Snack, rice cakes with hummus. Lunch, eggplant and okra stew with tomatoes and onions, served over brown rice. Dinner, grilled salmon with steamed vegetables. Tip, stew is a great way to get both okra and eggplant in one dish. Day 6, Satisfying Saturday. Morning, okra water. Breakfast, protein-packed chia pancakes, chia, oats, egg, banana. Snack, a boiled egg and half an avocado. Lunch, eggplant wrap with tahini and mixed greens. Dinner, stir-fried tofu with broccoli, garlic and chia topping. Tip, variety prevents boredom and ensures a wider nutrient intake. Day 7, relax and reflect. Morning, optional okra water or take a break. Breakfast, scrambled tofu or eggs with diced eggplant and whole grain toast. Snack, chia yogurt with a sprinkle of pumpkin seeds. Lunch, leftover veggie stew with eggplant and okra. Dinner, baked chicken or lentils with roasted vegetables. Reflection. Take a moment to notice your digestion, energy and even mood. Write down what you liked best and what you'll continue next week. Let me tell you about Martha. She's 72 years old, lives alone in a quiet neighborhood just outside of Dallas, Texas. She's not a doctor or a health coach. She's a retired librarian. But over the last year, she taught herself something that many people still overlook: how to eat to live, not just live to eat. For decades, Martha struggled with her cholesterol. Her numbers were always borderline. Doctors kept suggesting medications. She tried a few, but the side effects made her dizzy and weak. So she stopped and did what most people do: nothing. Until one day during a grocery run, she overheard 2 women in the produce aisle talking about okra water. She laughed at first. Okra water, really? But something about the way they spoke with confidence made her curious. That night she looked it up. The next morning she sliced a few okra pods, soaked them overnight and drank the slimy water. It wasn't pleasant, she told me, but it made me feel like I was doing something real for myself. Then she added chia seeds to her oatmeal, started roasting eggplant and blending it into dips. Slowly she replaced habits, bit by bit. No dieting, no counting calories, just a few simple changes, repeated daily. 3 months later, Martha's blood test showed something surprising. Her LDL cholesterol had dropped 28 points. Her HDL, the good kind, had gone up. And more than that, she felt different, lighter, clearer. Her knees didn't ache in the mornings. Her skin looked brighter. She said she smiled more. And not because of the numbers, but because she knew she had taken control. That's the real takeaway. You don't need a miracle. You don't need a dozen supplements. You don't even need to love the taste of okra. You just need to care. Enough to make one better choice each day. Because food isn't just fuel, it's a form of self-respect. Every time you soak chia seeds or prep a few eggplant slices or stir turmeric into your tea, you're saying to your body, I see you, I want you to heal, and I believe in your ability to keep going. So here's your challenge. Tonight, soak a few chia seeds. Or slice up an eggplant for tomorrow. Just start. Don't wait for the perfect time, the perfect plan, or the perfect motivation. Let your kitchen be the place where healing begins, not with fear, not with guilt, but with quiet confidence, with curiosity, with care. Martha didn't change her life overnight. She changed it one spoonful at a time, and so can you. If this story inspired you, share it with someone you care about. And remember, when you eat right, you're not just adding years to your life, you're adding life to your years. See you in the next video. Until then, eat smart, live strong, and take care.